Hello and welcome back to Creative Vibes. And today what we're going to go over is a very easy beginner friendly stitch called the Granite stitch. It's a 4-row repeat pattern. So it's pretty much consisting of knits and purls. So it's going to be very quick and easy for you to pick up. I love the detail work in it. You have some nice garters here with some nice knit stitches in between. So again, it's just consisting of knits and purls. So it's going to be nice and easy, nice detailed work for you to pick up quickly. I would say that it would look nice in some scarves, some maybe a dishcloth, or maybe even a pot holder or a coaster. So let your imagination run wild. So pick up your needles and your favorite yarn. Come on back and I will teach you how to do the granite stitch. So to start the granite stitch, you will need to cast on in multiples of 2. So I've casted on 20 stitches using the long tail cast on. You can use whatever cast on method that you're comfortable with. I just went just for this purpose of the tutorial, just the long tail cast on. It's the, universal cast on. It's the easiest one for me, but I will attach the playlist of other cast on options that if you want to just play around and learn some different ones with this stitch, feel free, okay? But this is again just a simple long tail cast on, and I've casted on 20 stitches, and that's a multiple of 2. So you need to cast on in multiples of 2, and I've done 20 stitches. Okay? So for row 1, all you're going to do is just simply knit across your stitches, okay? And you should be on the right side of your work. All right, so with yarn in the back, we are all pretty familiar with the knit stitch, okay? So we're going to just go right in and just knit all the way across. So pretty easy, pretty straightforward. So I will see you at the end of the row so we can begin row 2. Okay, so for row 2, we're going to be on the wrong side of our work, okay? So we're going to just knit 2 together all the way across. So that's pretty straightforward as well. So all we're going to do is take 2 stitches, 1, 2. We're going to go in as if to knit. Make sure it's 2 stitches. And we're going to knit those 2 together, all right? So let's just do that one more time. 1, 2, 2 stitches. Get your needle in there. And we're going to knit those 2 together, all right? 2 stitches, scoot up if you need to. Knit those 2 together. So this is going to decrease your stitch count on your working needle. Don't worry about it because on row 3 we're going to increase them back again. So I should have, because I started off with 20, at the end of row 2 I should have 10 stitches. So whichever your stitch count is, just cut that in half because you're going to be decreasing because you're knitting all your you're knitting 2 together on this particular row, okay? So I will see you on row 3. Okay, so you see how we're really decreased here, okay, from row 2. So now row 3, we're going to increase those back onto your working needle, okay? So here's how we're going to do that. So we're going to knit into your stitch, hold that onto your needle, okay? And then we're going to purl into the same stitch. All right, so now we have 2. So let's try that again. We're going to knit into the stitch, hold it onto the needle, bring your yarn forward, and then we're going to purl into that same stitch. Okay? and you should have 4 now. Let's do it again. We're going to knit into the stitch and hold. Bring your yarn forward and purl into that same stitch and purl. Okay, now you see how we're increasing now? Let's do it one last time. We're going to knit into the stitch and hold, yarn forward, purl into that same stitch. All right, so you're going to do that all across the row until your last stitch, and that should bring you to, if you do everything correctly, which I'm sure you will, if you do all that correctly, you should be at your original stitch count. Okay, so I will see you so we can complete the pattern on row 4. Okay, so row 4, we are at the home stretch. This is your last row. So all this is, you should be on the wrong side of your work. So all you're going to do now is you're just going to purl all your stitches all the way across. So you should be at your original stitch count, okay? So let's get into this. We're going to purl all your stitches, yarn in front, and we're just going to purl all the way across. And this is what's going to give us that garter look on the front of your work. All right, so let's purl all the way across. So that is all you have to do for row 4. So I will meet you so we could wrap up the end of the project. So your end result should look like this. This is definitely a mini little swatch of the pattern, but I think it's going to be cool for your next scarf, your next, it could be even a pot holder, a coaster, anything. So let your imagination run wild. It's a very simple stitch pattern. Again, this is called the Granite stitch. So try it out. Let me know what you think. And I also, before I go and conclude this video, I want to say a special thank you for those our new subscribers and old subscribers. I appreciate you all. The channel is growing, so I'm very happy about that. So continue to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next knitting project. Happy knitting!